This episode of Till Death Do Us Pod is brought to you by Digest Live, the product that wants to put an end to female pooping problems. They want you to dump Mr. Constipation. They want you to live your best life with a whole less of bloating and gas. Digest Live knows that 300% more women suffer from CBG than men, and you don't need to be one of them. CBG, by the way, means constipation, bloating, and gas. Hi, everybody, and welcome to the new episode of Till Death Do Us Pod. And this episode is actually sponsored by Digest Live. So I actually thought it's really fitting because this is a food-themed show. Yes. How are you?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm good. Like, we're both like...
yeah, thank you.
I know.
Thank you to Digest Live.
I'm so excited. We actually have a sponsor.
Thank you very much. And Digest Live.
I know, and it is a great sponsor as well because, as you know, I'm very bloated.
I mean, it's the perfect product for you because you don't stop.
I know. I'm not constipated.
No, but your gas is
very gassy.
Very gassy.
I'm a gassy woman.
And very smelly gas as well. It's not even just silent gas. It's quite repugnant.
Because I like leaving an impression, you know?
You certainly do.
Yeah.
I always know what room you've just come out of. Right, talking about things like this, as you mentioned, Sunday, we're talking about the list of 10 most expensive foods against 10 of the weirdest delicacies in the world.
I feel like this is the show for you.
This is
the show for you, right? You've been waiting all season for a show about food, and here it is.
Yeah, finally,
a
show about food.
Yeah, I like your jumper, by the way.
Thank you very much.
If you don't know, if you guys are listening to this, just so you know, you can also watch us on YouTube. And Mike is now wearing a top that says Larry. No, what does it say? Latte Larry's? No, I've ruined it. What's it?
Latte Larry's. It's the Curb Your Enthusiasm Larry David cafe that he opened in the last
And what did
season.
you say to me today? You said to me today...
You're turning into the female Larry David.
Yeah. I take it as a compliment.
Really? It wasn't meant as a compliment.
Okay.
It meant you're going a little bit crazy.
Moving on.
Right, so these are some extraordinary plates of food that you can buy around the world, which cost more than an arm and a leg. Shall I start with the first one?
Go on then.
So the most expensive one we can find is in Mexico. It's the Grand Velas taco, which you can get for $25,000. It's sold in Mexico at the Grand Velas Los Cabos and is made up of the best of everything. Kobe beef, langoustines, beluga caviar, black truffle cheese. On top of these, premium ingredients, gold leaves and edible flower petals. Now, that's all very well, but... you know, you can have Kobe beef and various places. That's still a lot of money. $25,000 for a plate of food.
Can I just say, I just realized that I wasn't listening to you.
Wow. Podcast mirrors true life.
No,
really?
Halfway through, I just realized I was completely like somewhere else.
Right.
And I was like mainly, I was mainly sort of thinking about the fact that I was wearing pajamas and you didn't even point it out.
Just used to it. It's
yes.
Quarter to 1 in the afternoon.
Quarter to 1 in the afternoon, I'm wearing pajamas. That is extraordinary. Like, would you even eat it? I feel like I would frame it and just like hang it on my wall.
I'd love to know how many that dish they've actually sold.
I know.
You know. Do you want to do the next one? This is what I've heard of.
Weird delicacy, right?
Okay, so we're going. We're going expensive to weird delicacy.
Okay, fine. So this is called the bird nest soup, and it's from China. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know, what are they eating? The bird nest? Is it a bird nest?
Read what's
caviar? No, I don't like reading the whole words. I'm trying to explain it and understand. Wait, the nest sells between 2,000 to 10,000 a kilo, but is it the nest that they eat? So what is it? Straw?
Why don't you read it?
I don't want to read it.
It's like reading a book and going, I'm going to read a book now. What happens in the book? Does anyone get killed? Read it!
No.
You're literally just staring at words. So basically, it's the swift nest. Swift nest in China. They make nests. It's called the caviar of the Easts. They make nests out of saliva. And it's the saliva that gives it the sort of rubbery texture. Now, I know if I certainly get in London, you get bird nest soup, but they don't use actual bird nest. They just use noodles knitted together, but they call it bird nest soup. But it's not actual. But this is actual bird nest soup.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody, although I have a feeling that like billionaires are not listening to our podcast. Don't you think like billionaires and people who are very rich are just very strange. Like, why would anybody actually pay that much money for any type of food, if I'm being honest?
I think
like,
a lot of these places put on a menu in order to get publicity and people like us discuss them on podcasts.
That's true.
Rather than people actually going and buying 10 a day.
So nobody's ever
it's called marketing, darling.
Marketing. Nobody's saying, we've fallen for it.
I like this one.
Okay.
This is called the Fortress Stilt Fisherman Indulgence. It's yours for $14,500, and it's available at the Fortress Resort and Spa in Sri Lanka. What is it? Well, the meal consists of Italian cassata, not that expensive, Irish cream, not expensive,
nice,
pomegranate,
nice,
only made on special requests, so what. The luxurious food also has a champagne Sauvignon base embedded with 80-carat aquamarine, complete with a handcrafted chocolate stilt fisherman. So basically, you're paying for a fisherman. You're paying for a chocolate stilt fisherman as opposed to some cassata and Bailey's Irish cream.
If you notice, like, again, when they want to charge a lot of money, they just use these big fancy words to describe something very basic. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like all these like fancy words.
Pomegranate. I mean, really? Well, how much is the pomegranate? 10p? I mean, really?
I know. I like pomegranate.
I know you do like your pomegranate.
Very good food. It actually gives you constipation.
Oh well, great. Thank God for Digest Live.
Thank God. I know.
So you do the weird delicacy.
Okay, fried tarantulas. Is it though? Is it weird? I've heard of this.
Yeah, you get them everywhere.
Yeah, you get them
not everywhere. In the Far East.
Exactly. If you suffer from fear of spiders, I don't know how to say that word, you probably don't want to try eating these 8-legged monsters. I would never, by the way. There's no amount of money in the world that will convince me to have this. They're not tiny little house spiders. They are giant tarantulas. You can buy them from the street vendors in Cambodia. They're fried whole legs. Ooh, they're crispy on the outside and juicy. Sorry, I just feel sick of all.
But they always say with these things, all these weird things, they always say flavor similar to chicken. Everything that's weird, people go, tastes a bit like chicken.
Because chicken doesn't really taste like much when you think about
it.
You sort of have to have sauce or like condiments. You can't just like have chicken. It tastes of salt.
But I've certainly seen big deep fry. I mean, basically in Thailand, China, wherever, they'll kind of deep fry everything. I've seen in the markets in.
Oh no, I've seen it as well. In Thailand,
locusts,
cockroaches. But you get them even in like bags, like chips, like crisps. It's quite disturbing because if you're a tourist and you're kind of like stuck in Bangkok,
everyone does that photo,
and you sort of like don't know, you might buy a pack of crisps and then reason that you're using cockroach. Like, how would you know?
By picking it and looking at it. Maybe by looking at it, this doesn't look like a Pringles crisp.
Sorry, we have to stop this. I can't.
Yeah, okay, let's go to an expensive one now. The Louis XIII pizza, yours for $12,700.
Wow.
This is, it doesn't say actually where it's made, but basically the Louis XIII pizza has lobster, buffalo mozzarella, caviar, and all the ingredients are flown in from different parts of the world.
Wow. So wait, one slice, or is it like the whole pizza? Is it a family size pizza?
Bloody hope so.
Well, tiny. Like, how big is this pizza? Yeah. That is extraordinary. But again, I feel like whoever orders that pizza is annoying. Like, right? It's like, it's annoying. You're an annoying person if this is the pizza you order. Am I right? Is it time for a break?
And it is time for a break. So this week's episode is brought to you by Digest Live, the company that aims to put an end to female pooping problems. Now you might be thinking, pooping problems? I don't have pooping problems. Did you know that for every one man suffering from constipation, there are 3 women? That's 300% more.
So not only are we dealing with childbirth and periods and contraception, we also suffer from constipation more than you guys.
Most women don't even realise they're suffering more often. Constipation, bloating and the dreaded gas could be a thing of the past with Digest Live, the all-natural herbal supplement made by women for women.
Women have a different life cycle than men. PMS, emotional stress, hormonal imbalances, menopause, and all of these are specific issues for women. Digest Live kept these in mind when they developed their products, ensuring that the best ingredients were chosen for the uniqueness of the female form. Ladies, say goodbye to CBG and say hello to Digest Live. Find out more at www.digestlive.live. And we're back from the break. Weird delicacy. What is this? Puffer fish, Japan. You've got to be careful with this delicacy, or you might end up in the morgue. Well, that's a good way to start.
You never heard of this one?
No.
This is the most famous weird food.
Deadly puffer fish. Ooh. Or fugu. Fugu is the ultimate delicacy in Japan, even though its skin and inside contains poison. Oh my God. Which is 1,250 times stronger than cyanide. So why would anybody eat it? I don't understand.
Because it's supposed to be very, very beautiful. The actual fish supposed to be very nice.
That's why in Japan, only expert chefs are licensed restaurants that are allowed to prepare it. 15 people died in Thailand when the fish was declared illegal, and people, started dyeing it in pink and passing it for salmon. I'm in shock. But does it taste of chicken? What does it taste of?
Chicken fish.
Like, what does it taste of?
Look, this is very, very famous. Very famously, there's restaurants in Japan where you've got to be a certain trained chef to remove all the poisonous stuff. Otherwise, you're going to literally end up with dead customers. Incredible, isn't it?
It sounds... It sounds quite disturbing.
And the next one is expensive. It's the posh pie, yours for $12,000. This is available in the Lord Dudley Hotel in Sydney, Australia. The pie is filled with 2 whole premium lobsters, top-notch Australian beef and lobster, cooked in 2 bottles of Penfold Grand Reserve wine. It's then garnished with 24-carat gold leaf.
Can I just ask something? Because, like everybody knows that lobster is expensive, right? Mm-hmm. But then actually when you go to a restaurant and you can order lobster and it's not that expensive. So I'm very confused. Why does this pie with the lobster cost so much? I mean, we went to a restaurant in Cornwall. Do you remember? The lobster was like 30 quid. I'm not saying it's cheap, but it's definitely not $12,000. So how is that?
They normally sell it by the weight, don't they?
So what is it, like a giant lobster?
I don't know. Anyone been?
By the way, I don't want to disturb anybody, but just so you know, we went to a fascinating lobster museum in Cornwall, and
the lobster hatchery.
The biggest lobster found in that area was literally my size. Like, it was so big, like a dinosaur lobster.
Yeah.
Wait, I'd also like to recommend a Netflix film about a love affair between a man
unbelievable
and an octopus.
We happened to watch this documentary.
It was.
It's called
amazing.
Was it called
My Octopus Girlfriend?
No, not my octopus teacher. The teacher.
My octopus teacher. My octopus teacher, which I'm pretty sure was originally My Octopus Lover, but the production decided, can we maybe tweak it and change it to My Octopus Teacher?
So man is basically in love with an octopus.
Literally.
It was a particularly good-looking octopus.
I mean, it was. I mean, beautiful, beautiful footage of the sea, right? Really interesting to sort of think about a lobster, an octopus in that kind of like way, but slightly disturbing at the same time.
He was in love with the lobster. Oyster.
Octopus, not an oyster.
So the lobster, oyster ate the lobster. Anyway, next weird. This is the most disgusting one on the list.
Okay.
Fertilized eggs from the Philippines. This Filipino dish called balut is your chance to eat chicken and egg at the same time. Fertilized eggs are boiled just before they're due to hatch. So your yolk oozes out, followed by a chicken or duck fetus.
No!
They are cooked with a fetus is anywhere from 17 to 21 days, depending on your preference. Like, you have a preference.
No.
Oh, it's got to be 19 days. Got to be 19 days. When the egg is older, the fetus begins to have a beak, claws, bones and feathers. Balut is as popular as a hot dog. They're popular believed to boost the libido and a hearty snack full of protein. And there's
there's
pictures.
pictures. No, I don't want to see.
Look. Isn't that disgusting?
Stop!
Is that extraordinary?
We didn't even realize that there were pictures we could show you of other things.
Yeah, you don't want to see that.
Honestly, that is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life. That's just balut. Like...
Yeah.
That's just ruined my lunch.
Yeah.
It hasn't actually, by the way. I will eat lunch.
I'm sure
but I'm just saying, like,
you
metaphorically.
have some lovely fetus.
No, I will not.
Chicken fetus.
I'm just going to have an omelet. No, I'm kidding. God, that's disgusting. Okay, expensive. What is that? Fleur burger for $5,000.
A bargain on this list.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, it's really cheap. The most expensive burger on earth.
Why do you go
burger?
Why do you just say it like that? You went Fleur burger, and now you've got burger.
I don't know. Is served in what? Mandalay Bay Casino, Las Vegas. How did you not take me there?
Yeah.
You see, where did you take me? You took me to the
Well, very nice
like
places.
eat as much as you want buffet with the pile of pancakes, and that was it. Exactly. And you made me stay there till lunch, so I would have my lunch as well. My God. Okay, so what goes into the most expensive burger in the world? A patty made with super luxurious Wagyu beef, a slab of seared foie gras, and ample truffle shavings. Ooh, it's an unscale burger for upscale. Sorry, but it doesn't reach the what?
Stratosphere.
Sorry, I can't
What's
read.
The matter with you
to be
today?
honest, I feel like I need better glasses. I don't think I see enough.
It's
Yeah, honestly. I know. Until you consider what's served alongside it. Okay, a bottle of 1995 Chateau Petrus. I don't know what that means.
Petrus
from Bordeaux. One of the most prized and expensive wines known to man. Okay, so you're paying money really for the wine.
You basically pay for the wine.
Yes.
The wine's probably worth about $3,000.
But can I just be honest here? It doesn't even sound tasty. No, like the combination of beef, foie gras, and truffles just really sounds quite horrible. And also, do you eat that with ketchup?
You can imagine just the odd Heinz ketchup.
Can I have ketchup, please? Just then you see like a chef crying in the kitchen.
I mentioned the last one, the fertilized eggs being discussed. This is up there. This is the Maggot cheese from Sardinia.
Oh, stop it.
Sardinia in Italy. It's a cheese riddled with insect larvae. The cheese is basically pecorino, and then they use the larvae of the cheese fly. It's introduced. Hello, welcome to your cheese. Introduced to it. Fermentation occurs. The larvae digests the cheese fats. The texture becomes soft with liquid seeping out. The cheese has to be eaten when the maggots are still alive, because when they're dead, it's toxic. It has been banned for health reasons, but still can be found on sale in the black market in Sardinia and other parts of Italy. What kind of person goes to the black market to get maggot cheese?
I don't know.
Isn't that extraordinary?
I don't, honestly.
What's the matter with people?
What is the matter?
What's wrong with it? Just a very nice cheddar.
I told you, it's the billionaires of the world. They're just really, really crazy.
Yeah.
I'm skipping a little bit because this is intriguing to me. Did you know that you can get Berco's? Is that a name? Berco's? $1 billion popcorn for only $2,500. Yes, that basically means $5 per kernel.
Wow. Is that Colonel Parker or just
no, just like in so with a big tub of it costing about $2,500.
What's it made with?
I don't know. What is it made of? Vermouth.
Vermont?
Vermont. Vermouth. Oh, lots of stuff on top of it.
It's made with Vermont creamy butter, Nielsen Massey bourbon vanilla, and the world's most expensive salt with gold flakes as well. Isn't that amazing? $2,500 for a bucket of popcorn.
You see, but this, can I just say, this I feel like is more realistic. It's stupid, right? Like I'd never in a million years, but what I'm saying, like I can picture people like doing like these rich people parties where or like a movie night. Hey, who wants like this really expensive popcorn and movie night? Like not even saying that it's super expensive popcorn. Do you know what I mean? Like, because you wouldn't know. You would just eat popcorn and go, oh, that's an unusual taste. Like unusual, flakes. Right? You wouldn't know. But you'd be that, I'm trying not to swear, but like you'd be that. Yeah, exactly. Those annoying people.
Another disgusting weird delicacy in Korea. Funny enough, we just spoke about this animal or mollusk. The live octopus in Korea. The octopus is cut into pieces, lightly seasoned with sesame oil, served alive with the tentacles still squirming.
No, that's horrible.
Eating live octopus is a serious challenge beyond the mental challenge.
That is horrible.
Trying to get your hand. Basically, the tentacles are moving around, and as we saw from that program on Netflix, they've got lots of suction caps.
Yes.
So you could be on your face, be prizing off as you're trying to eat. What's the matter with people?
I don't know.
This is disgusting,
isn't it? I have to say, like this episode's really depressed me. Yeah. I mean, it really, really has. I don't understand who these people are. Okay, we've got also expensive Kobe beef and Maine lobster burgers. This is another combo, and it'll only cost you $777.
Oh, so it's a cheaper burger you found.
$777. Yeah, it's really not that expensive when you think about it. But again, I don't really understand the combo between beef and lobster. Do you think that's a good combo?
No, I don't. I really don't.
Really, right?
I don't.
Like, I just don't get that. You probably use mayo for that, because I feel like mayo would go for both. So I'm really trying to picture it, you know?
Look at the list here. This is a one I like. Finally, a nice dessert.
Oh, okay.
Actually, we've been Serendipity 3 in New York. Is that something to do with the film? Serendipity?
I'm not sure.
Or maybe, I don't know. Anyway, New York. It's the Golden Opulent Sundae for $1,000. It's a dessert, contains Tahitian vanilla ice cream made from Madagascar vanilla bean, covered in 24-carat gold leaf, two specialty chocolates, Parisian, candied fruit, truffles, and then caviar. Who wants caviar and ice cream? You ruin it. They've obviously gone, this is not, we can't charge 1,000 yet. I know, put some caviar on top of it. Caviar, lump on the old caviar.
But don't you find like
Bizarre.
now so wait, do you think like it's caviar flavored ice cream or just caviar
No,
on top of
vanilla
the
ice cream.
Vanilla ice cream with like a scoop of caviar on
Yeah,
top.
that's disgusting.
Horrible, yeah. Because I do think that they're now coming up with a lot of ice cream flavors that just should never be invented. Like, who wants them? Nobody wants them. Like
one of our daughters loved the bubblegum one, which I never.
No,
guessed.
that's old. But like the one I bought recently, do you remember the avocado flavor ice cream?
Disgusting.
I mean, I don't know. For a minute, I thought, oh, interesting. And then when I bought it, as soon as I bought it, and I didn't even open it, I was like, no, this was a big mistake, and it was not tasty at all. Why do they invent them?
I don't know.
Who and what
Idiots
rooms?
like you buy them.
Yes, yeah, exactly. You sit there and go, ooh, let's make.
Enough people will buy this once, and we get away with it.
But anyway, well,
so that's one there. Now this is one I've heard of and nearly bought once.
Oh,
this is another weird delicacy as opposed to something. It's the excrement coffee from Indonesia.
Oh,
this is, I know it's a civet cat. This is basically, there's a type of cat. I know it's a civet cat, who basically eats ripe coffee beans, coffee cherries, can't digest them, shits them out. You then take that and you grind that down, make it into coffee. I've seen that. It's quite. You can buy this in London.
you were gonna eat.
I've seen.
You were gonna
civet
drink
cat.
shit.
That would be the first time.
You were gonna drink cat's shit.
Good, try it.
Oh my god!
You know, it's supposed to be very nice.
Can you please make sure you tell me if you ever do buy it? What did you buy this week, by the way, apart from this top? You see, you're still you're secretly buying stuff. I know you are.
I'm using this.
Because where did you see? How did that? And like you wore it this morning, and I was like, where did that? Yeah. Hiding.
You gonna do another one?
Yes, I'm going to do the last one, and that is weird delicacy.
Another weird one.
Yes, snake wine from Vietnam. So
It's
snake wine.
always the Far East,
yes,
isn't it?
is rice wine bottled with a venomous snake. It has a slightly pink color, like a nice rosé, because of the snake blood in there. Oh my god! It's believed to have medicinal purposes, but is probably more useful as a conversation piece than anything else.
Yeah, I've seen this wine again. In
Really?
Bangkok.
Did you try it?
No, I didn't. But my friend, I was in the Philippines and it came out of a bar, and I was like, "They will have a swig of this." No, it's got a dead snake in it.
So could you see the snake?
Yeah, you see just a
You
dead snake
see
in
it
the bottle.
in the bottle.
Yeah, it's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Wow.
You know, along with
wow.
the shit coffee.
You see, but can I just say exactly? This episode has just made me kind of feel like
Slightly nauseous.
Not just that, I never want to travel to the. I just never want to travel anywhere, to be honest. I just want to stay here and have the lovely stir fry that you're cooking for us
Yes,
tonight.
I am.
Yes.
Which I'm going to put some caviar on it for no reason.
Yeah,
It'll taste like chicken.
For no reason at all. Yeah, we actually are having a vegetarian one tonight. Can I just say, so I asked Mike to make dinner tonight. Usually I cook. Well, you do cook, but usually I cook. Mm-hmm. But then Mike cooks, and then I take over because he makes such a big mess. Because when you cook, it's like a bomb explodes.
But I like to cook. It's an expression.
You're expressing yourself. Okay, but can you express yourself with the cupboards closed and with not the whole fridge on the counter? Like the whole fridge is on the counter.
I like to cook with a flourish.
All the cutting boards are out. All the knives are... You're saying that like, but all of them? You're using all of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently that's how men cook, by the way.
I know.
It's not just you. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Well, this has been fascinating. Don't forget to download. Obviously, you've already downloaded. Subscribe us if you're on iTunes. Leave a nice review. And if you've got anything to talk about, you can email us at info@toverley.com. Am I going to get an email address at some stage? Part of this? I don't know. info@toverley.com. Maybe you've had shit coffee, tried live octopus, snake wine. maybe
let us
partial
know.
to a little bit of maggot cheese.
And if you do have pooping problems, make sure you check out Digest Live, who were sponsoring this episode.
DigestLive.live. That's the website. See you next week.
Bye, everybody.